Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Luna Soul Oracle. If you're joining me on this YouTube live or you're watching this on replay, thank you for joining me. I'm an energy reader, Grand Reiki Master, and I'm here to provide you some weekly collective messages for this week. This is 10/17/2022 to October 23rd, 2022. So welcome. If you like this video, please hit like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to keep up with new uploads. I will be doing more live streams this week in regards to the other zodiac signs. So I'm going to try to finish it this week. I will be doing 2 other streams after this stream, specifically for Leo and Sagittarius. So if you're a Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I do have some October readings for you. It's still valid. We're still in the middle of October. I hope this October is treating you well. And yeah, so like I said, stay tuned if you are a Leo or Sagittarius. I will be doing some other live streams after this one. So I just wanted to say that if I now have a community post on my YouTube page, which I'm super excited about. I've been wanting that for a while so I could post to you guys when I'm doing live streams. I can notify you the day of or the day before. I usually will notify people on my Instagram the day of, but since most of you are on my YouTubes, I figure I'd notify you guys on YouTube. So I'm happy I'm having that addition, that little setting. It really helps a lot. So I also wanted to say, if you want to follow me on other social media platforms, I have a Pinterest, Luna Soul Oracle. I have an IG, Luna Soul _Oracle, and a TikTok, Luna Soul _Oracle 1. You can follow me there. I do reels, mini collective readings and things of that jazz. And you could just see what else I do. I also do have a website. It's www.lunasoulauracle.com. If you would like to book a private one-on-one session, I do mediumship, tarot, and also distant Reiki sessions if you're interested. And if you, let's just say you want to see how I do Reiki and all that jazz, I do have Reiki videos on my on my YouTube page. So you can go to a playlist and it says Reiki videos and you can look. I have different themes for different things. And I do plan to do more Reiki videos this month of October. So I might do something related to the spooky month. Maybe I'll do something specific, maybe to heighten your awareness. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, if anything, I will notify you via the community posts on my YouTube. So thank you for joining me. I have a couple of decks that I felt called to use. Usually when I do these weekly messages, I am usually guided to pick certain decks because maybe there's better messages or there's specific visualizations or specific cards that may be more easier to interpret for this weekly prediction, message, and so on. So I have 3 decks. I have the Frida Kahlo tarot deck. So that's what I'm going to be using for our weekly message. So this is the Frida Kahlo. I didn't even take them out. I've kind of like whatever. I'll show you how I cleanse them and stuff like that. I usually cleanse them with Palo Santo to kind of clear the energy before I read. And then I have my fairy godmother oracle cards. This is specifically for oracle messages for this week. I felt guided to use fairy godmother. I really like this deck. It's really a pretty deck. Very pretty. I need to be better at posting where I get these decks from because people ask me all the time, where do you get this deck from? Where do you get that deck from? I hope maybe if I have the memory and the time, I'll post it later on in the information section of this video, maybe tomorrow. And the last deck that I felt called to use, a little treat, because sometimes I add 3 decks or 2 depending on how I feel and what I sense. And for some reason, I felt guided to use an extra oracle deck. This is a divination deck. So we're going to add this to our weekly collective message. So it'll be tarot, oracle. So let's see what's going on. I'm just going to knock on the decks to cleanse and release the energy and kind of restart it. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's getting colder where I'm at. It's definitely the fall season. I hope everything's going well with you. And if not, let's see what messages I can provide you this week to put you in better spirits and maybe even get some clarity that you need. Hey Lola, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me on the chat. So I'm getting these decks ready for the message. I have not used this Frida de Carlo deck for the onlines. So it's my first time using it. I just felt guided to. Anyways, let me just, sorry, let me just get this right. Because they remind me of this deck. The way it looks like reminds me of these old decks. I forgot the name of them. They're old tarot decks that have like, they look like zucchinis and stuff on it. I forgot. But anyways, we're going to use this deck. So let's see what is the collective message for this week. All right, so I'm getting, just by shuffling, please enjoy this ASMR if you are shuffling ASMR person. I'm ready getting messages for this week as I'm folding the card. So the way it's framed, I guess I could use better words, but what's coming through to me is that we're going to be focusing on what is our weaknesses this week. So that's what I'm hearing very loud and clear. My heart fluttered when I said weaknesses. So maybe some of you kind of know what I'm talking about. Maybe some of you have been sensing like, hey, there's some things I really need to work on and I cannot hold back, hold myself back from doing that work. So I feel like, I don't know why, but I sense like a deadline type of energy where some of you really feel this need to attack a certain goal or maybe really work on something internally. And it's not because there's like a race against time, but it's just you feel it's very important to you. And therefore, it's something that it's a priority. But maybe there's some fear behind it, specifically for some of you to move forward. This could be also a goal. It does not necessarily have to be a weakness. Maybe it's an area where you know you can improve on, or an area where you feel like you can grow in, but it's something that you're a little bit afraid to tackle. And again, this could be just some type of skill that you want to build on, or maybe learn something new, or specifically something that you have difficulty with. So that's what I'm feeling for some of you. So this week, we're going to focus on that a little more. I think I'm hearing there's going to be more proactiveness. So you may get more motivation to attack specific weaknesses. I don't think anyone has weaknesses, but they have areas where they can work, work on and progress in. So I feel like this week, this is something that's being emphasized. Maybe some of you need to be more tidy. Maybe some of you need to get more sleep and you're not doing that. It's affecting your whole sleep schedule and therefore your energy level. So I feel like this is more fine-tuning your personality, yourself, your life, and trying to really work at areas where you need to, magnify better in, just so that everything works more cohesively. So this is going to be emphasized. And if some of you don't know what that is, it's going to be shown to you. I have a feeling that most of you already know deep down, whether you are aware of it or not. So I feel like this week there will be an emphasis on things that you need to work on. It's just this need. So be open to it. Don't be afraid. I think we always have areas of improvement, and it's a skill. That's kind of showing that we can always grow and expand, and there's never like time to not learn. We're always a student, forever the student, and maybe sometimes the teacher, but we're always a student. So I'm pulling some cards. All right. So we have here the Seven of Cups. So it looks like, this is just a regular card. I'm gonna put one more, please. So I do feel like with the Seven of Cups, there may be many things you're dealing with. Maybe you have overwhelming work week. Maybe there's many tasks you're doing at once, or you feel like there's many things you need to work on. I do feel like there is some type of reserving your energy, because with the Seven of Cups, again, we're being displayed multiple ways. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're taking on more projects, maybe you just have a busy schedule, you're taking care of kids and then yourself, and then you got work, and then you got bills, and it feels like there's a lot going on. I don't feel like it's too overwhelming, but you feel like you're just busy and the time is slipping by really, really fast. For many of you, you're noticing time is slipping by a little too fast. And you're like, I'm too busy. And now you feel like there's no downtime. So I do feel like the spirit wants you to reserve some energy with the Four of Cups. Kind of know when to put your energy into something, when not to. Maybe take breaks. I think it's necessary. I feel like some of you are going to get upset this week because time is going by so fast. I feel like, I don't know why. I feel like some of you are going to get angry. You're going to be like, why is time going by so fast? I feel like I can't get anything done, or I can't have time for myself. Maybe you are getting things done, but there is no time for you. There's no downtime. You feel like you're always trying to catch your breath. So for some of you, maybe this is the area of weakness that you need to do better in. Maybe you need to find more time for you, more downtime, so you can feel like there's a balance in your work week, not just only work, 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 or attending to others, where you need to tend more to yourself. So try to reserve your energies. Try to make time in the week for you. I think it's going to help you manage your emotions better, but I do sense some form of frustrations. I don't know why. I feel like some of you are going to be mad that the week went by fast. Maybe you were looking forward to some downtime, and even the downtime feels quick. So I don't know why, but I do sense that for some of you. Just mad at time. Mad at time. You feel like you're working too much and you're not having enough time to do things. You feel like work maybe consumes your time. Maybe you have responsibilities that consume your time so much, and you just wish to have a day to yourself. So this is where we have to balance that out, find ways to take time to ourselves, reserve your energy, make sure maybe take some things off your workload, so then you can have a more balanced week and you can reserve some of that energy for yourself and not give. Now, the next card we have here is the Ace of Swords. It's a very pretty card. So this Ace of Swords talks about new ideas are coming through this week. Maybe this is in regards to how to attack this weakness, or how to better adjust your schedule, or how to utilize your time where you feel like it's not wasted. But new ideas are coming through this week. I do feel like this is also maybe ideas that are connected to what you love, maybe how to bring more love, more happiness into your life. Again, like I said, some of you may be feeling frustrated, maybe feeling this need to work on and fine tune your schedule. So be open to the ideas that come through this week. Be open to ways of doing things. Be open to new strategies. I do feel like in order for you to find more balance and happiness and fulfillment in your week, you need to change some things, how you do things. And I know it's something we're stuck in certain ways, certain habits. It's hard to break them. So I'm hearing just be open, to the new ideas, new strategies, and ways to improve your life, whatever area that may be. Again, from person to person, case by case. Since this is a general reading, so take what resonates. The next card we have here is a Two of Swords. So again, I feel like you're getting like two of each. You have here two cup cards and two sword cards. So I feel like the number two may be something that you may be seeing this week. 222, double numbers, 55, 44, 11. Again, two come in pairs. So that means balance, equilibrium, duality. You have to balance what you're doing. That means with your thoughts, again, swords, and with your emotions, cups. So make sure you're doing things in a balanced perspective, seeing things from a balanced perspective, taking things in a balanced way. So then when you do input them in your life, you don't feel like, again, this overwhelmingness. It's more of something you can handle and manage. So this Two of Swords usually means some form of decision. Again, like I said, some of you are searching for information, maybe searching for a way to improve yourself. You just don't see it. Maybe that's why you're frustrated. And with the Two of Swords, they usually have an image of a woman being blinded, and there's two swords in front of her. Now, she has the ability to cut those blinds and see in order for her to make an informed decision. But also, again, there's a body of water behind her, and then there's a ground underneath her. So there needs to be a balance of emotions and thoughts in order to make an informed decision that best is for you. So when you do any decisions, make sure it's something that is balanced, that you know will help you. I feel like a lot of us want to do the most fastest, easiest, satisfying way to achieve things, or maybe we just don't want to do it and we're like, I want to lay out all day, but you need to do the thing in order to get the results you like. So do what you can, try to put your effort in, try to do things differently. Again, a decision needs to be made in order for you to see improvement, to see things to get better, to improve whatever areas of your life that you're struggling in. You need to make decisions, and this means a commitment to yourself. I know that sounds like, ooh, ew, I don't want to do that. Commitment to yourself is a big deal because that means you're telling yourself we need to improve and we need to apply ourselves. And again, this may not be something big and huge that you have to do all these things. It could be something as little as just adjusting and tweaking a certain schedule, activity, or skill or mindset. And if you tweak it enough, it really does make improvements. So again, it could be big or small pertaining to you. Again, the answer will come to you with the Ace of Swords. It will come to you to speak a solution, to improve in an area in your life, or to find more guidance on what direction you should go. So be aware that these Two of Swords, but you will have to make a decision in order to improve things in your life. Now, the last card we have here is the Magician card. So this is a great ending to this week's message. It talks about you knowing that you have the skills and the power to change any outcome in your life. So if you feel like you're having financial woes, there is ways to get out of it. The Magician reminds you have the power to get yourself out of that situation, to improve it, to bring maybe more financial gain in your life. You just need to look for it. You just got to open yourself up to the possibilities of trying new ways. Again, the Ace of Swords, new ideas will be coming this week. Maybe take less time overwhelming yourself with different tasks and different things emotionally, and try to reserve yourself. Maybe even take some time off to kind of recuperate. And again, this is where a new way will come to you, and this new way will probably present itself in a way that you have to make a commitment to yourself. And this commitment is going to show you that you can step through more powerful and maybe even achieve certain things later on in the month. So that's what I'm feeling for you. Don't be afraid to take a chance on yourself, and don't be afraid to change your routine or change maybe any specific ideas or strategies. You may even get a better outcome just by doing that. So let's see what's our oracle messages for this week. This is the Fairy Godmother deck. So let's see what the Fairy Godmother has for the collective. What is her message to you guys this week? Ooh, Fairy Godmother got some intense messages for you. Let me take a sip of. I'm getting hot already. So the first message the Fairy Godmother has is aptitude. So that's the first card. For some reason, I'm getting this feeling to read the book. I don't know why, but I'm gonna read the book. Sometimes I get a sensation of read the book, so I'm gonna read it for you. I feel like there's a message in this specific card. I'm gonna hold the little card up while I read it to you. Let me see if I'm holding it well. Sorry if you see the glare. Okay. It says here that aptitude. If there's something you would like to do and be successful at, then you need to put in the work. Oh, didn't I just say that? Oops. I feel like this is reiterating. So that's what it's saying. It says, perfection in this case will not transpire with the wave of my wand. I'm sorry to say that. The skills you seek will come, but only with practice. Practice and more practice. It is the only way if you wish to improve and maintain your proficiency. You cannot realistically expect to be exceptional in your field without regularly putting in effort in order to improve your abilities. Even premier athletes, chart topping musicians endure repeated exercise in order to maintain their superior skills. You were born with great aptitude, but instead of resting on your laurels, please remember you need to hone your skills to ensure that they are at their best so you can be at your finest. You may be feeling the pressure to do well, and sometimes your nerves will get the better of you, which is understandable. You don't always give yourself enough credit or give the support you feel you need in order to feel your stamina. Allow me to step in and oversee the competition, and I will back you all the way. Think like a winner and overcome any limitations by knowing that you can do it. So go out there and give it your best shot. This is your chance to shine and prove yourself, but most importantly, enjoy yourself. You have been blessed with a wonderful gift that has been birthed with passion and which others can benefit from you as you exude your enthusiasm. You have immense talent, and I couldn't be more proud. Just remember to practice until you have mastered the skills that you require in order to live up to your true potential of a champion. So, so it's kind of reiterating what I just mentioned, this aptitude message. The fairy godmother, that's her message to you. So again, if you want to improve an area of your life, you can do that. You just have to apply yourself. And like I mentioned earlier with the tarot, you have to make that commitment to you. And to ensure your success, you have to be consistent and apply. And sometimes it may feel like a routine, but again, you know it works for you because you see improvement. So you have to keep doing it. So again, like I said, if there's a situation in your life or an area in your life you feel like you need to improve on, or a weakness you need to improve on, this is where you start to find ways to apply yourself. Try, do trial and error, try what works for you. And if it works, keep applying yourself and keep believing yourself. That is the only way you can make it out on the other side successful, is belief in yourself and consistency and determination. Now, the next card we have here is discernment. So, like I mentioned, in terms of the Seven of Cups, feeling like your emotions may be everywhere, feeling frustrated, feel like you're doing so much. Again, spirits remind you, please be discerning of what works for you and what doesn't. They're also telling me, pay attention. If there's an area in your life that's not working out, things are just not working out, and you're like, what's going on? I'm doing everything I can. It's not working. You have to change something. You have to really look at what you're doing and change it. There's something you can do differently. I feel like most of the time, I feel like telling, if any of you, if you do so much and you apply yourself, you put all this effort and you do a lot of things to try to achieve something, I feel like Spirit's saying, cut that out, like cut it in half. I feel like this hustle, maybe work hard mentality, maybe it does not apply to the specific thing. Maybe you have to work smarter. You have to figure out a faster, not a faster, but a more proficient way for you, something that works for you. There's no universal type of method and way that works for everybody. That's highly unlikely. Everyone works in different ways. Some people are visual learners, some people are audio learners, some people they can read books and understand something. Again, you have to work what applies with you. What works better for you? Does doing this first and then trying something later works? Does switching your schedule around works? Maybe doing less works, maybe applying more things works. Whatever it is, adjust and reassess and try to figure out what it is. And this is what discernment is, knowing what is for you and what is not. What when you're doing too much, when you're doing too little. When do you need to apply yourself, when not to? When to take a step back. When to know that's for you and when it's not. So that's what discernment is. It's critical thinking, learning, seeing what is for you and what isn't. And that means emotionally, maybe you're over applying yourself. Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're worrying too much when you don't have to. Maybe just focus on what's in front of you, focus on the now, and allow things to happen as it should. If it's working out, maybe not fast enough, maybe just give it time. The last card we have for the fairy godmother is abandonment. So some of you may be feeling this abandonment. Excuse me. I do feel like this is kind of like maybe you feel like you're left behind trying to figure things out. Maybe you expected more help from your guides, from family, from people around you. Maybe some of you expected more to be shown to you this week. And I feel like it's more or less you are blocking yourself. So I do feel like maybe you have to get your head out of all those thoughts and feelings and worries and doubts and kind of take a moment to step back and try not to feel like the universe is abandoning you. It's not. It's just maybe there's a moment where you have to just sit and listen, or kind of give yourself a time of break so you can be ready to receive whatever message or whatever idea, whatever different method that will come for you. So I think when you search too much for something, sometimes it's putting that expectations onto something has to happen, and then when it doesn't, that's when you have this big letdown, and that's just you building up certain expectations that are not realistic. So maybe just instead of doing that, maybe focus on what you're doing every day. Focus on maybe searching, researching, figuring that out, or if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a break. Sometimes taking a break and coming back to it, you may see things from a different perspective. So I feel like, again, reassessing is happening this week. Just be aware of your emotions and not getting overwhelmed. The last deck we have here is the Divination Oracle. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from here, and I think I'm going to call it the last messages for this week. Please let me know in the comments down below if any of this happens to you. Any of these messages resonate. If you got clarity. Interesting. So the 2 cards that came out for this week is Arrow for Focus. So more focus. And then the next card is Handwriting. Okay. And the under handwriting says authenticity. So I do feel like this focus that you want, or this focus that you feel like you need to pay attention to, again, this is in terms of being authentic, doing things that feel more authentic to you. I don't know why, but I feel like some of you may be doing what everyone else is doing. Like, oh, maybe this will work for me. And again, like I mentioned, maybe there's another way to do things differently. And maybe it's a way that no one else does. And you may feel a little weird about it. Like, no, maybe it doesn't do it this way. Maybe I should try it anyways and see what happens. I feel like there's a method that's a little unorthodox, but will work for you, any of you. I do feel like if it's like an area of improvement or a skill you're trying to obtain, I just feel like there's a way of doing it and it feels more authentic to you, and it will actually excel you in that area or bring some type of advancement. There's something coming through, some type of feeling, thoughts. No matter how weird it is, try it out. Okay. I don't know why. It's going to be weird. It's going to be like, I don't know. That's too simple. Try it. See if it works. You might surprise yourself. So again, like I said, most of you are dealing with some area in your life you're trying to improve, or maybe you're struggling in, and there's ideas, there's creativity that's wanting to come through, but you have to make that decision to kind of open yourself up to that idea and those new methods. And Spirit's saying you have to focus on what is feeling more authentically to you. So it may be a weird way of doing things, but it's gonna work. It's going to be your way, and it's going to create success. It's going to change things around. So be open to information that may seem a little that's a little odd, or maybe just too simple. Try it out. I do feel like some of you may see improvement. Again, this does not have to be a big change. It could be something really small, like sleeping 10 minutes more. And you're like having the energy, so much more energy. Maybe even heading to work earlier, or maybe taking time to meditate at night, or maybe even switching your medication, making sure that you're taking your medication at balanced times if any of you take medication, or incorporating exercise. There's something you can do, and it does not have to be big, and it's going to change your routine and make it 10 times better. So I don't know. Again, just be open to the messages, be open to what spirit has for you. For some of you, it may come as a form of handwriting, literature. You may read something that's sparks an idea, sparks a new way. Someone may hand you information. Someone may write to you, texting, handwriting, texting something to you, sending you a message, and it just sparks an idea or gives you a new way of doing things. It's going to help you focus. I really feel this way. So please let me know in the comments down below. I'm freaking nosy. I would like to know if anything happens of that nature. Just be open to the messages. I do feel like it's going to be very important. It's going to help you improve your day to day, your week to week, maybe even an area in your life that may push you in the best way possible. So thank you for joining me for this weekly message. I will be doing Leo zodiac reading after this. So if you want to tune in 10 minutes, I'll be coming back to live stream for Leo October 2022 reading. Thank you for joining me, and bye.